You, Izsak, Nagy on the left, Walker, Donegan 2 on the right. And honestly, this was just a way for me to get the Cavs jersey on camera yet again. You can see right through me. It's very clear.
Clear as day.
Very clear. Grow the Burn Willis is where Jarvis is going to start for Noah Walker in his 4-color control deck. Member of Team Card Hoarder. Let's see what his first land will be. Remember, Noah Walker, very, very, very skilled Legacy player. Young, but very skilled in the format as he'll sacrifice a Scalding Tarn, get himself an Underground Sea.
Well, when I think of Noah Walker, I think of him going, not like completely rogue, but he likes to try out a lot of different ideas. Not always in Legacy, but in some of the other formats we see him play some of the decks that are more off the radar.
Yeah, and in Legacy, he generally just plays Grixis Delver. That's his thing. But he's playing the 4-color control deck here because Deathrite Shaman is so powerful, kind of is the glue that holds the entire deck together, and that's exactly what he started things off with. Walker has a second land to play. He's just trying to figure out which one he wants to play as he brings that card back to his hand. He's going to play a Bloodstained Mire. This will be another copy of Deathrite Shaman. And he'll pass the turn back. I think we might have a Punishing Fire here in just a moment. We'll see. Maybe he's going towards Rashad and Port. Is Jarvis.
Now it looks like he's consulting with a teammate on something here.
Here's a Brainstorm. Snow will draw 3. He'll be putting 2 back here in just a moment. One of the cards he's drawn is Force of Will, so the 2 cards go back, and now he'll sacrifice a Bloodstained Mire. See what land he wants to search up in his 4-color control deck. He actually does have basics in his deck this weekend, where some people do not. He's got a Swamp and an Island. Some people do not have basics in their builds of this particular deck as we head back over to Jarvis Yu.
And a little thing like that is actually a big difference.
Yeah, especially against lands. Especially against lands. Jarvis going to play Maze of Ith, pass the turn back. Jarvis not off to a very fast start here. You know, no Punishing Fires, no Life in the Loams, don't see an Exploration.
Well, it's potential that there's a potential that he has some of those cards, and he doesn't want to end up with cards in his graveyard that are just going to get gobbled up by these Deathrite Shamans. So if he has a fetch land or a crop rotation or Life from the Loam, he's not going to put those cards in his graveyard right now. He's got to find a way to get these Deathrite Shamans off of the board and then move along with his game plan from there. You know, fortunately for Jarvis, when he's trying to execute that strategy, the 4-color control deck is not great at putting a lot of pressure on the opponents. So he can take that extra time to try to find an answer to those cards.
That is Leovold, Emissary of Trest, a card that we are definitely going to take a look at here because this is somewhat new, but definitely great, is the Sultai legendary Elf Advisor.
Yeah, he's a Legacy All-Star now. Took a little bit for people to figure out just how good he is. Once everyone figured it out, he starts showing up everywhere.
Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. So you Punishing Fire something, draw a card. Maze of Ith something, draw a card. If you port a land, draw a card.
Yep.
So that text box might look innocuous, but it is anything but. As Jarvis is going to crop rotate for Thespian Stage, plays Dark Depths, and now he is threatening a 2020 right now. And that's what this deck does better than any deck in the format. Threaten to make a 2020 Avatar as fast as possible and kill you with it.
Old Jerry T gonna make an appearance?
I think that might be the case. Now, there's no Walker of outs to this. Well, he's got 1 main deck copy of Diabolic Edict. So technically, yes. Yes.
So yes.
Yes. Jarvis is gonna make a 2020.
There's also the option for it. You know, he's not set up to do it right now, but he can potentially gain some life with the Deathrite Shamans, end up above 20 life, and then bounce the 2020 with a Jace.
Yep.
He can throw a Baleful Strix in front of it.
There's your 2020 token. Jarvis is going to attack. Noah is going to concede. So, Jarvis Yu, off the back of Thespian Sage plus Dark Depths, is going to win game number 1 here over Noah Walker. Lands pretty quickly up a game there over 4-color control. 4-color control did not really do all that much. You saw a Brainstorm, you saw a couple copies of Deathrite Shaman and Leovold, but could not stop stage plus depths, which is a problem for so many decks here in Legacy. As we turn our attention to the sideboards, no Walker's got a pretty vast one here with 3 Surgical Extraction, 2 more copies of Diabolic Edict, 2 Flusterstorm, a Pyroblast, a Red Elemental Blast, a Thought Seize, a Kolaghan's Command, a Marsh Casualties, a Sylvan Library, a Toxic Deluge, and a Hydroblast. Craig, what are we thinking?
So I like a lot of these cards coming in here. The Surgical Extractions seem great. The Diabolic Edicts are certainly better than some of the other cards that are in his deck right now. One of the things to consider is that Noah has a lot of cards he wants to take out for this matchup. You know, things like his main deck Pyroblast, not great. You know,
How do you feel about Fatal Push?
The Fatal Push, not so hot. The Kolaghan's Commands in his deck, not exciting. The Lightning Bolt, not a particularly good card. You know, he has plenty of riffraff going on here in this deck, so he's going to want to side in a lot of these other cards. You know, the Surgical Extractions, the Thoughtseize, Diabolic Edicts. I like the Sylvan Library. Generally, his life total is only pressured in 20-point increments. So he can afford to pay for a 12 life throughout the game to draw a bunch of extra cards, get that extra card selection going on.
Okay. I can like that card for sure. So we take a look at Jarvis' side. He's got 4 Sphere of Resistance, 4 Crows and Grip, 2 Seismic Assault, 2 Thorn of Amethyst, an Ancient Tomb, a Tireless Tracker, and the very powerful and expensive Drop of Honey. Expensive. It's expensive.
Monetarily?
Yeah.
What's a Drop of Honey run these days? I've got a honey guy.
It's a lot. I don't know off the top of my head. I know that, like, in Vegas, Jarvis got 9th and Jody Key top 8. They both had Drop of Honey, and that made it a little more expensive card.
I mean, I'd get you a whole jar of honey for like
$10. You would do that for me?
Yeah, a whole jar of honey.
Okay. What do we think about the sideboard? Do you want to bring in the Drop of Honey, or do you want the whole jar of honey?
I like Drop of Honey. The Tireless Tracker is definitely coming in here, and there might be an argument for these Seismic Assaults. If he thinks that you know, attacking with the 20/20 is going to be particularly difficult, you know, he's got to find another route to victory.
Okay. Well, as Jarvis and Noah shuffle up here for game number 2, you see the scoreboard update there. Dylan Donegan won game number 1 over Yoel Isaac, and Oliver 2 won game number 1 over Stephen Nagy. But let's talk about our Black Friday sale, shall we? Uh-oh. I've been teasing it all weekend long.
Here we go.
And now here it is. StarCityGames.com Black Friday sale starts Thursday at midnight. Let's go. Ixalan booster boxes only $74.99. We got Arch Enemy, dual decks, iconic master boxes, creature collection, playmats and sleeves, player bundles, dice, you name it, we got it. Go to StarCityGames.com/Black Friday. Starts on Thursday. Bookmark that. Let it rip. The deals are going to be unreal.
Yeah, don't expect me at the Thanksgiving table.
Unreal.
I'm going to be in front of my computer.
You could do both.
Just bring the computer to the Thanksgiving table?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or like on your phone.
Get a little of that turkey grease on the keyboard?
Heck yeah. That's not even a question. That's not even a question. Though I am disappointed that you're eating turkey for Thanksgiving.
Actually, that was just a generality. I think I'm going out for Thanksgiving this year. I'm going to be with my wife's family in Denver.
Okay.
Well, not Denver proper. We are going to be in Steamboat Springs.
That's a made-up place.
Yep.
Okay.
It is a made-up place for well-to-do people.
Well. Yeah, turkey sucks. I'm drawing the line. I'm gonna instigate a war.
Yeah, you need
right
to be
now.
careful what you say right now.
I'm gonna instigate a war right now.
Yeah, if you start with the premise that, hey, I don't like turkey and I'm not a fan, it's like, sure, that's your opinion. It's hard to argue with that. Yeah. The hardline turkey sucks. Wow.
I draw hard lines in things that I do sometimes.
Because turkey doesn't suck.
Turkey is average at best.
And it makes for some great leftovers, like
Think about what you just said. Think about literally what you just said.
You enjoy the turkey?
This meal makes for great leftovers. That is not a selling point for anything.
Wait. You have a giant bird. It's delicious. You enjoy it. And then there's more giant bird because you can't possibly eat all of this bird. And then you end up with giant bird pot pie later. If
it's so good, why don't people eat it all year round?
Some people do.
Dumb.
That's your counter to
dumb.
Why don't people eat turkey? They do eat turkey.
Dumb.
Dumb.
That's how I feel about that.
Well stated, sir.
Thank you. I'm very articulate but concise.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thing.
Sure.
We saw Thoughtseize take a crop rotation. Now Noah Walker also has a Deathrite Shaman. Really good magic card. Jarvis has another Mox. He's going to be discarding a land. There goes a Bajuka Bog. Here's a Seismic Assault. Might be killing a Deathrite Shaman. Kill that. Jarvis has no hand, but he's got a pretty good battlefield as we head over to Noah Walker.
The real question is, does he have a life from the loam?
Yeah, if he doesn't have one, he could draw one. I think he just drew Gamble.
Was that Gamble? Yes.
I think he may have just drawn Gamble. Jarvis is going to port. Here's a Brainstorm from Noah. He'll draw 3. He'll put back 2. No, but seriously, Turkey's garbage. If I didn't make that clear.
Why do you have to speak in absolutes?
How else should I speak?
Why can't you have like your opinion about the food and other people can have theirs and we all get along?
What's the fun in that?
You
Oh, it's so much fun being diplomatic and not hyperbolic.
Sure. So you're a pro Crusades person.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. I did not say that. You like Crusade the Magic card?
No.
Because I'm very pro Crusade. But can we bring Crusade up? Tell you what that does. White enchantment. White creatures get +1/+1. Symmetrical. Works for both players. That's how Crusade works.
That is not how the Crusade worked.
That is how Crusade works. There it is.
I can tell you the Crusades were not symmetrical.
That is how Crusade works. Okay?
Maybe you're not a big history buff here, but
okay. I know a lot about Crusade. Cast that card a lot. Baleful Strix attacking. Here's a Thoughtseize. Gamble and Seismic Assault. Goodbye, Gamble. Surprised Jarvis didn't cast that. I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, I think he's worried about just exposing the life from the loams. There's no...
There's Leovold. Jarvis is going to draw. He just draw loam? Is he just very talented? Yeah, he's very talented. There you go.
Gosh darn it, he's good at this game.
Mm-hmm. I have to ask him. I'm actually legit going to ask him after the match why he didn't cast Gamble.
I'm sure he will have a reason.
Yeah, I mean, he's won a Grand Prix with this deck. He plays this deck literally all the time. So I just want to know. Now, this Life from the Loam plus Seismic Assault, that's a combo. For those of you unaware, you get lands back from your graveyard, you can throw the lands, you keep doing that. However, Leovold has shown up, and that makes things a little bit more difficult for this there combo. Let's go over Noah Walker, who, to be fair, does have a Surgical Extraction, I believe, in hand.
So Jarvis ported him on the upkeep, and Noah Walker said, okay, I'm drawing my card from my Leo.
Yeah. See what the big follow-up is here. Jace, okay. Jace is going to resolve. We're going up to 5. Fate Sealing, targeting. Well, it starts at 3. Jarvis might have a response, I suppose. I mean, he's got to try to get Leovold off the battlefield, I think, to probably start.
Yeah, this is an awkward spot for him. A lot of problematic cards here.
I'm going to search up a Badlands. They're surgical. Did you think you were going to get a Dredge 3 when Jarvis? You thought you were going to get a Dredge 3 again.
I did.
You. Oh, you. You thought you were going to win at bingo.
Go ahead, yuck it up over there, man.
Between you thinking you're going to get a Dredge 3 and thinking Turkey's good, I don't know if this is going to work.
Well, it's been a nice run.
We got to make it through the rest of the show.
Let me see if someone. Oh.
We got to make it through the rest of what?
I was just going to fill in with anyone from the crowd.
Oh, I have to go? I don't know. I could use a nap.
Yeah, you thought I was the one leaving?
I could use a nap. I don't know. Yeah, I could. Yeah, Patrick's here. He's probably tired of casting Brainstorm and winning very easily, so yeah, he might want to come in the booth.
Oh yeah, that gets old real quick. Stomping all over people at 15-15.
Yeah, it's probably pretty boring. See, Noah's going to resolve a Surgical Extraction. Loams are gone.
And we saw that drop of honey.
Yeah, that's in. That's in the old deck. Tastes like chalk.
A drop of honey tastes like chalk?
No. Turkey. Tastes like chalk.
I don't even know how to...
I'm still on this.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm still on this. Well, I want there to be change. You have to, what's the saying? Be the change that you want to see. Is that it?
Yeah, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to help the world right now.
By ruining something that other people enjoy.
Let's move.
That doesn't
No,
harm anyone else.
I'm actually trying to make it better. I'm trying to improve their experience.
Now, with all of the things going on in the world, I appreciate that your stand is turkey.
This is where I can help.
Yeah,
this is where I can help. Okay?
You don't think your efforts could be better served anywhere else?
There's only so much time in the day. And
Sure.
this is something I'm very passionate about. Have we considered ham?
Oh, your kids are going hungry at night? Well, at least they're not eating turkey.
That's right. Have you considered ham?
Come on, man.
Or anything else? You know what I would rather have? Bologna.
What?
You heard me.
That's not a real meat.
How do you know?
What do you mean, how do I know?
How do you know? It's a combination of meats. Technically, it's a bunch of meats.
It's even cheaper than a hot dog.
Technically, it's a bunch of meats. It's more bang for your buck.
It's a bunch of meats, and it might be a bunch of other things,
It's
too.
unclear, but we know that it is definitely a meat.
You don't even know what's in there.
It is definitely a meat.
At least my turkey is all turkey.
Maybe.
Well, I see the bird.
Part of the appeal is not knowing what you're eating.
Is
That's
that?
not true. That's not true at all. That's I can't say that and mean it. Y'all, Izsak and Dylan Donegan, they're all tied up here. Burn and Grix's Shadow, 1-1. For Noah, kind of in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah.
He's going to play Kolaghan's Command too. What's he want to rebuy? I don't know. He's kind of reaching towards the graveyard. Jarvis got a couple cards in hand. Deathrite Shaman's going to come back. Jarvis is going to draw a card. Jarvis is at 4. So right now, I believe Noah is trying to fade, like just fully getting burned out by Seismic Assault. He's at 12.
Sure.
Jarvis has a lot of cards. Punishing Fire, but no Grove.
I think he has 10 points right now.
I think he has 10 and like a Seismic Assault.
Yep. 4 lands in the Punishing Fire.
Yeah. I think that's the problem right now. So we might actually have to see Jarvis. He's got 4 lands in the Punish. So we might actually have to see him gun down Noah's stuff.
Yeah. Leovold.
But then, yeah, he's got to start with Leovold, which means that Noah's going to get to draw 2 cards.
And
Okay.
then we'll move on to Deathrite.
Probably have to. He's got no loams he's drawing to, so he's got to draw towards Grove. It's tough.
Yes.
Some people are chiming in on Twitter, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. They're also anti-turkey.
All of them.
Excuse me, anti-chalk.
Every last one of them.
I didn't say that.
There's not one turkey supporter out
I
there.
did not say that.
And you make it sound like I'm so pro-turkey.
No, actually, you make it sound like that.
No.
I'm not doing anything.
No.
You make it sound like that.
I'm pro people enjoying the foods they want to enjoy.
That's a respectful, mature line to take.
I'm pro-choice.
Good. That's good.
Wait,
That's
has a
that's
lot
fine.
of connotations.
It does,
I don't want
yeah.
to go down that road.
I would slow down a little bit. I'd pump the
Okay.
brakes a touch.
I'm not pro-choice?
I did not say that either.
Oh, man.
Here's a Snapcaster Mage. Going to get Kolaghan's Command. Finish off Jarvis Shue. Noah Walker's going to tie things up here against Jarvis Shue. 4-color control lands getting ready here for game number 3. Dylan Donegan, Yoel Izsak, they're tied. They're getting ready for game 3. And then you've got Stephen Nagy, Oliver 2. They are in the energy mirror, just grinding away, even though Oliver is currently up a game. Take a look at the sideboards here again. Jarvis going to be on the play here for game number 3. Anything changing for you?
No, so we saw the Seismic Assaults, we saw the Drop of Honey. I didn't get a good look, but I bet the Tireless Tracker's in there as just a card advantage engine. Not a lot of changes.
Okay. First things first. Let's go to Creature Collection Tarmogoat.
Okay,
Let's get that out of the way right now.
Is there turkey involved in the Tarmogoat?
No.
Okay.
I would rather eat a Tarmogoat
No, you would not.
for Thanksgiving than turkey.
You know what a Tarmogoat?
That thing is almost certainly delicious.
You know what that thing's been snacking on?
No, actually I don't. There is garbage in the picture.
Anything and everything.
Yeah. Technically, that could be a good thing.
Oh yeah, I really.
That could be a good thing, right?
The tin can taste coming through my
Yeah, that
Tarmogoat is
could-
just really pleasing
Could
to
be
the palate.
totally fine.
No.
That's all I'm saying. Could
No.
be totally fine. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
You know
Could be
you're wrong.
I don't know for sure. Tarmogoat's available every week in November. Exclusive pins and tokens. We've also got the playmats and sleeves and player bundles of our Tarmogoyf as well. There it is. There it is. Now take a look at that picture. Covered in trash, yes.
Yes.
But
and no, you don't need to go any more than that.
But there also looks like there may be some food in that picture and some other things. It's unclear what the goat has been eating during its life.
Okay.
I'm just saying there's potential for it to be good. That's all. It's not impossible. Where it is impossible for turkey to be good.
All right. In all honesty,
Yeah.
I've had goat.
Okay, how is it? I've never had it.
I've had goat stew.
Okay.
There was a lot of bones in the stew.
Okay, that's probably not great.
It made it awkward to eat.
Okay, that's probably not great, actually.
But, I mean, really, it was just...
Hold on, we got to transition. Go.StarCityGames.com/creature collection. Get those playmat sleeves and player bundles with Tarmogoyf today. Continue with your goat stew?
Sure, it was just a meaty stew.
Okay.
Like, I didn't think the goat had any particularly unique flavor to it. But it's a stew, so there's so much stuff going on in there.
Got a quick Twitter update. Good use of the hashtag, everybody at home. It's not true, nobody used it. Oh boy, turkey greater than the Cavs this year. Okay, well that's uncalled for.
Wow.
That's uncalled for. Turkey doesn't have LeBron on its team, so that's just uncalled for. You know who probably doesn't eat turkey for Thanksgiving? LeBron. Smart.
You are saying some things that you definitely don't know.
I don't know
for
if that's
sure.
true at all. I don't know if that's true at all. 100% with me on the turkey sucks train. Hashtag overrated bird, hashtag average at best. That's great use of hashtags. Make sure you use the SCGBALT hashtag next time as well. Heart of the Cards 78.
Sure, average at best. I mean, not everything can be a 10. Then everything's average.
Howard Wallace, yes, in caps. Turkey is garbage. I'm having steak for Thanksgiving because I'm a grown-up and I can eat what I want. Very smart individual.
I can eat what I want. It's one of the more childish sounding things that you can say after you say I'm a grown-up.
Lawrence Harmon, turkey is a trash tier meat. He tagged you and me.
That's fair.
It's big.
I mean, listen, I would prefer to have a delicious porterhouse steak than turkey for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But if other people want to have turkey, I'm not going to judge them on this like you are.
Whoa,
I'm not going to get up way up in my ivory tower, just casting stones.
First of all, the view up here is nice.
Yeah,
that's the first. That's the first thing.
It's not a little scary if you come tumbling down.
That would be bad.
Yeah,
that would be bad. But mics are live, so I'm going to continue on this rant. Jim on Twitter says turkey from Rudy's Barbecue all over Texas is always great, but normal turkey meh. Rudy's Barbecue, big shout out to them.
There you go.
I've eaten there in Austin, Texas. Really good, really good. I can't imagine them making anything bad. So I'm with you on that one, Jim. I'm with you. Hey, Nick, that's a good tweet by Nick. LeBron eats the Warriors for Thanksgiving. No, he doesn't. We always lose to them. I appreciate what you're trying to do.
I like the attitude, but
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but we never beat them. And when we did beat them, we got comically lucky. I appreciate it, though, but I'm a realist. We're underway here in game number 3. We get destroyed by them all the time. Uh-oh, Noah has no second land. That's not good.
Well, and it's surprising. That means he doesn't have a brainstorm or anything else like that either.
Okay, so let's think about this. We don't have a great look at his hand, but you could get that edict out of here. We don't have a great look at his hand. So what would he keep? Like no Deathrite, no Brainstorm or anything. Discarding a Jace. So like there's got to be Surgical or Force of Will?
Oh, got to be.
Right? Like there's got to be some free spells?
Yeah, it got to be some of his hateful cards for this matchup.
Okay.
It's potential that he has... I'm sorry, I'm drawing. The Sylvan Library might be in his hand.
Sure.
That's a card advantage engine for him. That.
Well, he's drawing a second land now, so hopefully we can get a better look at his hand if he shuffles it a little bit easier for us. We're obviously not going to ask the table spotter to reveal any information, but
just put his hand face up on the table for us.
Could you do that really quick? Tropical Islands land he's going to search for here with Verdant Catacombs. It's just, I'm curious. Okay, well you nailed it. Sylvan Library, which can kind of undo everything. He's just behind on land drops right now. Also, there's the fear, right, where if Jarvis crop rotates for depths, I guess Noah would almost certainly have a force for that.
Yeah, he'd have to force it,
right?
Because, you always have to be terrified of a 2020.
See what this is. Okay, well, there's crop rotation. Like, there's got to be a force in his hand. Yeah, okay, so he's going to force removing a blue card. And he's going to remove Leovold.
Yeah, the bigger fear is if he just has it naturally.
Yeah, that's a problem. Especially when he discarded Diabolic Edict. But if he discarded Diabolic Edict, you'd like to believe that he just has another one because he has access to 3 and a 75, and he's probably boarded at least one more in. Potentially all 3 are in his deck.
You know what was fun? I used to play a lot of the Esper Deathblade deck.
Okay.
And when you'd have to plow the 2020, Swords to Plowshares it.
That's not fun to me.
And then you got to slog your way through 20 more life.
You got to work him down from 40? Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun. There's Tabernacle, pass the turn back. We're going to go over to Walker. Walker's going to activate the Sylvan Library, so he's going to take a look at a couple of cards here. We'll see if he wants to pay 8 life to work through this and draw all of those cards. I will say, like, Jarvis is a Grand Prix champion with this deck, and Noah has won multiple opens with Crixus Delver, and his legacy results are outstanding. If he keeps a one-lander and doesn't do anything, like, it's not like, oh, oops.
You have faith that he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. You know, like, he's kept a force almost assuredly. He's probably kept a surgical. He's kept the hand where if he draws a second land, he's functioning. So,
well, yeah, and like you said, after you see him discard the Edict, it's like, all right, there's got to be another Edict in there. Wouldn't just do this.
It just can't be on accident.
Yeah.
It just can't be on accident.
No, he's not just fumbling around flipping coins to decide what he does each turn.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned about Jarvis and where he's at in this game now, though. Because, you know, Noah essentially gave him, I don't know, we can call it 3 turns.
Sure.
Just kind of do whatever he wanted, and he didn't do much of anything. At this point, you know, you take a look at his hand. He's got crop rotation again. He can crop rotate away the Tabernacle. That doesn't do very much. Try to go for the 2020 again. I'm sure that's on his mind at this point. But he hasn't really gotten set up very well. Yeah, so he's going to try to crop rotate for the 2020 for Dark Depths, though. So he can't 2020 right away.
Yeah, he doesn't have the mana to do it this turn.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. We are not going to get Dark Depths. We're going to get another Grove of the Burn Willows, and it looks like he's going to try to set up something with Punishing Fire now.
Yeah, so he has a Punishing Fire in his hand, and he's saying, if my opponent wants to surgical extraction this, I'm going to make it really hard for him.
Yep. Like I mentioned, you, Grand Prix champion with this deck, a Grand Prix Seattle Tacoma a couple of years ago, been playing this deck pretty much straightforward since then, and a little bit before then. Like, he's been playing this deck for a very long time, so a lot of people might actually, you know, go for Dark Depths there, cross their fingers that the 2020 is good, even though your opponent's discarded Diabolic Edicts and your opponent's one of the best legacy players in the world, and you're like, I'm actually not going to do that. So he's going to get another Grove. Stage copy Taiga. So Jarvis, all of his lands are red-green right now. He's going to play Punishing Fire, take care of Deathrite Shaman. Grove, he's going to give Noah life. And he's going to get back his Punishing Fire. He'll play a Port and pass the turn back. Walker, going to do a little Sylvan Library action so long as he does not forget.
How much is a Tabernacle at these days?
Like $8.
Yeah?
That's not true.
$8 or $9?
That's not true.
When is that bad boy going on weekly sale? Have the wife get me something real nice. You've really taken a lot of hardline stands this weekend.
What do you mean?
Cats are the worst thing ever.
I did not say that.
You said...
I did not say that.
All right, in fairness, what you said was that people that own cats should just be put in prison.
That's also... You are making things up. I did not say that. I just said cats are worse than dogs.
And you said all the turkeys should be killed.
That's, again, not true.
Which is funny because...
That is, again, not true at all.
That is actually what happens at Thanksgiving anyway.
That is, again, not true at all.
I mean, for you to hate the turkey so much that you want them to be killed, but then you don't want them to be eaten?
This is not true.
That's weird.
These are made-up things that you're talking about. I have said nothing of the sort. And most people would agree that dogs are better than cats, first of all. What are we even talking about?
Just right back there again.
What are we even talking about? You brought it up. What are we even talking about?
I was giving you a chance to walk back your previous statements.
I can't walk back something that's so clearly true. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Dogs are great, which is why you have one.
I will one day.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, mystical fantasy land.
Dog's name will be Charlie.
Rupert.
Charlie from the video game Street Fighter Alpha. Thank you.
Street Fighter
Alpha. Yes, good friend of Guile.
That's the very first Street Fighter.
No.
What?
I don't name the games, Craig.
You seem to be confused about the meaning of alpha.
I don't name no, they're confused about the names. I don't name the games, okay? Baleful Strix was thinking about attacking, but we're going to Sylvan Library first, okay? I already know the name of my dog, okay? Me and Charlie are going to be hanging out watching NBA together.
Charles.
Charlie.
But you're going to call him Chuck.
Charlie. C-H-A-R-L-I-E. Charlie.
Okay.
Okay?
And in this magical fantasy land, what type of dog do you have?
I don't know yet.
Oh.
I don't know yet. But we're going to be hanging out and watching basketball a lot. It's going to be great. Punishing Fire, going to get it back with Grove. We're starting to go to the Dome.
Yeah.
We're starting to go to the old Dome here.
And this is funny because, you know, when you have to give your opponent a life to get it back, you're only dealing one at a time.
Well, hey, whatever it takes.
It's a slow grind.
It's going to, Noah might have to slow up on that Sylvan Library.
Yeah.
And that's what might have to happen here. You know, paying the first 8, totally fine. And this is one of the reasons that I really wanted to watch this match.
Yeah, I believe he paid 4 the first time around.
Okay, so one of the reasons I really want to watch this match is Jarvis is very good at adapting to what his opponent does when he plays lands.
Yes.
You know, so it would have been, like I mentioned, the crop rotation that he resolved, it would have been easy to just go, I'm going to get the 2020, I'm going to cross my fingers, you don't have another Diabolic Edict, and then they're like, I'll kill your thing. You're like, okay, you win.
Yeah.
You know, and he's just like, I'm actually going to go to this weird Punishing Fire, you're never going to get it plan from me with Surgical Extraction and kind of just exhaust you that way. Here's a Brainstorm by Noah. He'll peel 3, put 2 back, probably sack the fetch land too.
Oh, you want to go to a grind fest? I'll grind fest with you.
Now you've got his team, Dylan and Oliver there, because their matches are done. Dylan lost to Yoel 2-1. Oliver took care of Steve Nagy 2-0 in the Teamer Energy Mirror. Oliver very skilled. Hopefully we'll have to watch him play this weekend. But now they're teaming up. I'm sure that on the other side, you've got Yoel and Steven over here, but at the same time, you know, Jarvis is so experienced in this deck, I don't really know if he needs the help.
Yeah, they're just emotional support.
Yeah, like, you know, he's got his hands up. He's like, I got my job done with Burn in my Ogauskas jersey. I'm good where I'm at. Noah's going to go down to 8 now from the fetch, making it a really good Brainstorm. Going to get himself an Underground Sea.
Yeah, looking at 3 cards for 1 mana.
Is that good or bad?
And then taking the 2 worst cards in your hand and just getting rid of them forever. You know, not forever, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it feels like forever.
It's pretty good.
Snapcaster Mage is going to allow Noah to Brainstorm again. So, 1, 2, 3 cards coming, 2 going back in a moment. We've seen Donegan have success in Legacy. We've seen Oliver 2 have success across all formats. This is a formidable team, even though this is the first time we've seen them on camera this weekend.
I'm glad none of that happened in the upkeep. The Brainstorm in the upkeep into Sylvan Library.
It's too much. It's just too much.
It should make the game explode.
Here's an attack for 3.
A real-life game crash should happen.
We got Punishing Fire is going to take care of Snapcaster Mage because Jarvis wants to keep his life total as high as he can.
Yeah, Jarvis saying, hey, man, this can take a long time. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, when you have Punishing Fire Grove, you are happy doing this. Looks like Noah may have missed the Sylvan Library trigger, but it's fine, presumably. Jarvis will get back his Punishing Fire by giving Noah a life. And now untap. Now keep in mind, the entire time that Jarvis is doing this stuff, he has a Thespian stage with a piece of paper over it because it's a tiger right now, and then he has Dark Depths, so he can do that still. If Noah, I don't know, makes a mistake or forgets that this is a thing that he could do, all these other things, he can, 2020, you know, you're in trouble. He can always present this if he'd like to. Punishing Fire going to take care of Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah, if he just feels like he has to hit the panic button.
Yes, it's always an option. Now, do we believe that Noah has a Diabolic Edict in his hand? Yeah, he's brainstormed who knows how many times this game.
Yeah.
You know, and it stands to reason that he's kept Diabolic Edict in his hand just in case the 2020 does come to fruition. But, you know, it could get a little tricky, a little game inside the game.
Sure.
I'll just brainstorm it away. You think I have it, you're never going to make it. I can do other things.
Well, and also, he's looking at a port on the other side of the board. So if he ever uses too much of his mana and then he gets ported and then the 2020 shows up and he can't cast the Edict, you know, there's a lot going on.
2 great Legacy players going back and forth. Baleful Strix going to come into the red zone.
And look at this collection of dual lands.
Yeah. 4-color control indeed. There's Snapcaster Mage. Snapcaster Mage is going to go to Ponder. More manipulation. This deck has no difficulty finding the cards that it's looking for. That's why it has so many one-ofs. He'll shuffle away with Ponder. Between Snaps, Brainstorms, Ponders, Fetch Lands, Leovolds, Jaces, you'll find the cards you're looking for. Draw a card. It's funny, Noah's the one doing everything here.
Yeah.
He's the one manipulating, digging through his deck, all these things, and Jarvis is just like, I'll get back Punishing Fire.
Yeah.
I will cast Punishing Fire.
What I did last turn, I'm going to do that again this turn.
It is your turn. He'll get another Taiga, will Jarvis you.
Can I just get a dredge one time?
I think we've had to have, like, 50 minutes of lands.
Yeah.
Loam has not been dredged once, and we're in the third
we're
game.
In game 3 here.
Yep.
We saw lands mirror. Are you kidding me?
I'm actually trying to let you win. Bingo.
Is that what it is?
I'm actually trying to give it away to you.
Sure, yeah.
And the players on camera are not cooperating. Hey, you can't say I'm in cahoots with Nick Miller anymore.
Listen, this whole thing, that's very magnanimous of you, Cedric.
Thank you. Thank you very much. There's Punishing Fire.
No.
Is there a thing on your bingo card that says Punishing Fire cast 8 times?
Yeah.
Because you'd be a lock to win.
30 times in one game.
Yeah, you would be a lock to win. Punishing Fire takes care of Snapcaster Mage. That Baleful Strix is still out there pecking away. Here's another Baleful Strix.
He's got backup.
Draw a card, will Noah. The thing I'm kind of curious about right now is we've put so much attention on the fact that Jarvis is just Punishing Firing, and that's pretty much it. What's he drawing every turn?
Well, that's a mess of lands. I believe he had a Seismic Assault in his hand at one point.
I think he does too.
So he might be, he's accumulating some of these lands, and he thinks, if Noah makes a mistake, if he steps out of line a little bit, I can bait out a Force of Will and then resolve this Seismic Assault and just end the game instantly.
Yeah, I'm just really curious because he's obviously not dredging, and he's drawing a card every turn, but the focus is entirely on the fact that he's Punishing Firing things every turn and getting that card back. So what is he drawing every turn? Is he kind of secretly setting something up? In a weird way, it feels like he is. Here's Surgical. Get this back. Here's Surgical again. Okay. Seismic Assault, Gamble, Dark Depths. So that means that he actually was able to get the Punishing Fires with 2 Surgicals, which means maybe Jarvis got a little sloppy?
A little bit. But also Jarvis might be thinking, if he uses 2 here, I just gamble for life from the loam and I'm still in a great spot.
We go this way instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
That might be his thinking. He needs to be a little bit careful. We saw Noah cast so many Brainstorms and Ponders, and there's a good chance that Noah will just have a Snapcaster Mage for another Surgical here, or maybe just a third Surgical in his hand.
Yeah, he's got 3 Surgical Attractions in his sideboard. It's very clear that they're all in his deck.
Oh yeah.
And Jarvis will draw a card. So he's going to gamble. Yeah, right now Noah's hand is Snapcaster Mage and a land, it looks like. So we'll see exactly what Jarvis is gambling for. I am going to guess Life from the Loam. And he's going to go that direction now.
Yep.
But we'll see. 4. All right, Seismic Assault down, which is bad news for Jarvis a little bit. I'm sure he would like to keep that.
Yeah, but not the end of the world.
Looks like he did gamble for Loam.
So he has it, but now he's immediately nervous of exposing it, which is understandable.
Yep. The exploration in his hand seems irrelevant.
Yeah, it's not a card at this point.
Yeah?
Well, but potentially, if he got Life from Loam going, it gives him the ability to attack his opponent's lands a ton in a turn. You go Wasteland, or Ghost Quarter, or whatever you have.
Another interesting turn by Jarvis, where he didn't cast Loam. Here's Deathrite Shaman. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Dylan not happy about something. All right, they talk it out. Everything's A-okay. Are we going to go to 2020 now?
Well, I think Dylan wanted him to attack there, and Noah's saying, hey, man, like if I attack, he can make a 2020 and block, or just attack me back the next turn with the 2020.
Yeah.
Like, not doing that.
Are we going manual? No, we're going to Thespian stage. Okay. So he's going to stage depths. So there's 2020. Okay.
And I like this. Jarvis's life total is still high enough that if this 2020 gets answered, he can life from loam, and in 2 turns he'll have another 2020 again.
He can do it in 1 turn.
Oh, he has the exploration, yes. Yeah. The card that we just said was not relevant.
Mm-hmm. he's kind of made it relevant. Yeah, we can see the Snapcaster Mage in Noah's hand. Don't have a great look at everything else. Remember, on the early stages, in the early stages of this game, he very quickly discarded Diabolic Edict.
Yep.
Now he's got 1 in his main, 2 in his sideboard. He's got a Surgical Extraction something. He might Surgical Extraction Depths. Yeah, okay. So that means that Jarvis only gets 1 chance to do this. So there goes Dark Depths. All 4 copies are gone. Noah's going to get an idea of what Jarvis is working with as he searches through his deck in case anything weird can show up. Okay. Jarvis's hand is Loam, Forest, Exploration, so he was trying to set up maybe a surprise attack.
Sure.
It didn't work.
And Jarvis is going to... He's starting to run out of win conditions real quick here.
Yeah, Punishing Fires are gone.
Yep.
Loams are still there, but they're just worse now.
Dark Depths is gone.
Yep.
And he's had to discard 1 Seismic Assault already.
Yep. Okay. So Jarvis is going to cast Life from the Loam. Let's see what this is. Diabolic Edicts. All right. And now Flusterstorm is going to take care of Life from the Loam. Okay. Because he can't pay with the Storm.
Sure. And the Deathrite Shaman next turn
should eat the Loam, right?
Should eat the Loam.
Yeah.
Which means no Dredge 3.
No Dredge 3. Yeah. No Dredge 3. There's Exploration. Yeah, Noah doesn't care about that anymore. So Walker's going to untap. He'll draw a card.
3 cards.
3 cards, right. Sylvan Library's been out there for a very long time. Remember, early stages of this game, I mentioned the Diabolic Edict that he discarded. I also mentioned the fact that he misses land drops for a couple of turns. Mox Diamond the draw. I think that I don't know if Jarvis can win. Noah's played a really, really good game. God.
Yeah.
I think both players have played a really good game. Maybe Jarvis got a little greedy with that Punishing Fire because it got caught when he had 3 Groves.
Yeah, he had 3 Groves and he decided, 2 Groves is enough.
Yeah.
Did get caught, and now we see if he had that Punishing Fire, all these little creatures would not be a problem at all.
They would not be a problem at all, like you mentioned. But he lost it, and Noah Walker played a beautiful game, and his team has won it. The team of Noah Walker, Dylan Donegan, Oliver too. It's 4-color control, Grixis Shadow, and Team Energy. They are victorious over Jarvis Hugh, Yoel Izak, and Stephen Nagy.